Our world, a blue planet teeming with life, is defined by its oceans, vast, mysterious and essential to every living thing on Earth. These waters regulate our climate, provide food, and support countless species, including our own. Yet now, these life-giving oceans face a crisis of our own making: plastic pollution, a problem that has grown silently but relentlessly over the past decades. Every year, humanity produces around 350 million tons of plastic, an astonishing amount, with most of it used just once before being discarded. From packaging to bottles, our convenience comes at a steep cost. Only 9% of plastic waste is recycled, nearly half ends up in landfills, and 22% escapes into the environment, polluting rivers, forests, and cities alike. Between 11 and 14 million tons of plastic enter our oceans annually, suffocating coral reefs, entangling wildlife, and poisoning marine life. These plastics break down into microplastics, infiltrating even the most remote corners of the sea. From whales to plankton, no creature is untouched. Plastic bags are mistaken for food, nets become deadly traps, and tiny fragments are consumed by fish, entering the food chain and ultimately reaching our plates. If current trends continue, plastic production could nearly triple by 2060, turning our oceans into a swirling soup of fragments with more plastic than fish by weight in just a few decades. The consequences are dire. Ecosystems collapse, food chains are disrupted, and the ocean's health is at risk. The loss of biodiversity threatens not only marine life, but the balance of our entire planet. This is not just an environmental issue. It's a crisis threatening the very systems that sustain life on Earth, impacting communities, economies, and future generations. The scale is vast, but understanding it is the first step toward action. Awareness empowers us to demand change and seek solutions. We must find the courage and ingenuity to address this crisis. Through innovation, policy, and collective will, we can turn the tide. The future of our planet depends on it. Together, we can protect our oceans and ensure a thriving world for generations to come. Small island developing states, home to 65 million people, are custodians of vibrant marine ecosystems. Despite contributing less than 1.3% of mismanaged plastic, their beaches are inundated with global waste. Ocean currents deliver plastic debris from thousands of miles away, turning paradise into dumping grounds. This invasion threatens their economies, which rely on tourism and fishing. Tourists avoid polluted beaches. Fishermen catch more plastic than fish. Coral reefs, vital for protection and food, are smothered by plastic, making islands more vulnerable. Food security and livelihoods are at risk as reefs degrade. For these nations, plastic pollution is an existential threat, not a distant problem. The injustice is stark. Those least responsible suffer the most. Their survival depends on global action. Most ocean plastic starts its journey on land. Discarded bottles, food wrappers, and landfill waste are swept into rivers by wind, rain, and flooding. These everyday items, often used just once, can travel astonishing distances from their original source, sometimes crossing entire continents before reaching the sea. Major rivers, especially in Asia, act as conveyor belts, funneling millions of tons of plastic into the sea each year. The sheer scale of this flow is staggering. Some rivers carry so much plastic that they are among the largest contributors to ocean pollution worldwide. Once in the ocean, powerful currents and swirling gyres transport this debris across vast distances, sometimes for years. Eventually, plastic is deposited on remote islands, far from any city or factory, showing just how interconnected our planet's waterways are. But not all plastic comes from land. Some enters the ocean directly from ships and fishing fleets. Lost nets, ropes, and buoys, known as ghost gear, drift silently, becoming deadly traps for marine life and damaging fragile coral reefs. On islands like Aldabra Atoll, most plastic waste by weight is from fishing operations, not consumer goods. These remote places become dumping grounds for industrial debris, even though they are far from major human settlements. The result is a relentless assault on nature. Large items and countless microplastics contaminate sand, water, and food webs. Over time, sunlight and waves break down bigger pieces into tiny fragments, making cleanup nearly impossible. Microplastics, formed as larger pieces break down, are ingested by marine life and enter the food chain. Fish, birds, and even humans can end up consuming these invisible pollutants with unknown long-term effects. For island nations, this tide of plastic is an unending burden from far beyond their shores. Local communities must constantly clean beaches and protect wildlife, even though the waste often originates thousands of miles away. The journey of plastic is global, but its impacts are deeply local, affecting daily life, tourism, and the health of entire ecosystems. Solving this crisis requires understanding these complex pathways and working together across borders to stop plastic at its source. Small islands face unique challenges in managing plastic waste. Limited land means few options for safe disposal. Landfills are often near the coast, risking leaks into the ocean. Financial constraints make it hard to build modern waste management systems or recycling facilities. Shipping waste off island is prohibitively expensive. Most goods arrive wrapped in plastic, creating a constant influx of new waste. Islands didn't produce this plastic, but they must manage it with limited resources. Unsound waste practices are common, not from lack of will, but lack of alternatives. Plastic piles up, threatening public health, contaminating water, and degrading the environment. The problem is imported, but solutions are hard to implement locally. The cycle continues, overwhelming even the most determined communities. Breaking it requires support and innovation from beyond their shores. Despite adversity, small islands are leading the fight against plastic pollution. Community beach cleanups are common, preventing plastics from breaking down into microplastics. Many islands have enacted bold policies. Vanuatu's 2018 ban on single-use plastics cut beach litter from 30% to just 2%. Such bans not only clean the environment, but also revive traditional crafts, like woven bags, boosting local economies. These actions prove that moving away from plastic can create opportunity, not just sacrifice. Inspired by island leadership, over 120 countries have adopted bans or taxes on single-use plastics. Islands show that decisive action is possible, even with limited resources. Their example challenges larger nations to do more. The global conversation is shifting, from managing waste to preventing it. Island leadership is driving real change. Beyond bans and cleanups, innovation is key to tackling plastic already in the environment, offering new hope for our oceans and communities. Scientists are developing enzyme-based recycling, using plastic-eating enzymes to break down polymers into reusable building blocks, revolutionizing how we handle waste. Unlike traditional recycling, this could allow plastics to be infinitely reused, closing the loop and reducing the need for new plastic production. Researchers search for these enzymes in plastic-rich environments, hoping to harness nature's own solutions to our growing waste problem. The goal, scalable, deployable systems, like portable units for remote islands, to turn waste into valuable resources for local communities. Though early stage, these breakthroughs offer hope for a cleaner, more sustainable future for everyone. Innovation, paired with policy, can truly transform the fight against plastic pollution worldwide. Small islands can't solve plastic pollution alone. This is a global problem demanding global solutions. The plastic that washes up on their shores often comes from thousands of miles away, carried by ocean currents and tides. No matter how hard these communities work, their efforts are overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the crisis. That's why international cooperation is so vital. Their leadership led to a historic 2022 UN resolution. 175 countries agreed to create a legally binding global plastics treaty, marking a turning point in the fight against plastic pollution. The treaty aims to address the entire plastic life cycle, from production to disposal, with shared accountability. It recognizes that every nation, big or small, has a role to play in reducing plastic waste and pollution. Targets will reduce unnecessary plastics, promote better design, and support waste management where it's needed most. The treaty will encourage innovation and investment in sustainable alternatives, helping communities transition to greener solutions. For island states, this is the result of years of advocacy, a chance for fairness and real change. Their voices have finally been heard on the world stage, and their experiences are shaping global action. The health of our planet hangs in the balance. Our oceans, wildlife, and future generations depend on the choices we make today. We have the knowledge, technology, and now the political will to act. Scientists, innovators, and leaders are coming together like never before. Swift, ambitious implementation is essential. Every delay means more plastic in our oceans and more harm to vulnerable communities. By listening to those on the front lines and working together, we can protect our oceans and preserve island paradises. Collective action is our strongest tool. The time to act is now. Our window of opportunity is open, but it won't last forever.